difficult.
I can't get up from that. And then there were things that you're used to doing when you.
Oh, I like them.
Oh, with the arms, yeah.
I like that.
That was really challenging.
Yeah, with the arms.
But like the innate move with the knee in up like that is to be like this, not like this. So it's like you have to trick your brain into doing something new instead of this. You're really, yeah. Yeah. So there was all this like these new moves. It felt like, which was good.
Yeah, there were some new moves.
Yeah.
No new moves. No weird moves today.
Okay.
Hi guys! We were just debating what was happening last week. We were talking about the pistol squat. That's always fun. Always challenging. And then we were also talking about some weird arm movements. I really love doing that arm movement though. It's like, it is a little bit of a challenge for the brain. Alright. Hello. Hello my friends. 11:00 May 2nd. It is May. We have made it to May. Believe it or not. So this is week number 7 that we're teaching on the porch. Hi guys. So I have my trusted sidekick over here. Robbie and Maya joining us today, which is great. I love having company on the porch. I guess I only done one alone, just that one that needed to be done alone, but all the other ones are with company, which is great. If you would, I have distributed the playlist. It is called Walk With Me, dated May 2nd, 2020. So make sure you have it handy. Don't start it just yet. We have anti-mosquito candles running that are giving up on us constantly, so that's okay. We have one. Maya over there is apparently needing a candle. Robbie and I apparently are not in need of candle, so that's okay. It is a beautiful, beautiful day here in Florida. The weather has been amazing for the last few days. It's been slightly cooler. The humidity has been down. Here goes the weather report. To the other parts of the country. I know I have some people from other places. I'm sure they appreciate the weather report. So apparently we're opening phase 1 on Monday. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about it?
Not entirely sure.
Okay, not entirely sure. That is the exact perfect answer that very much plays into my today's download. So if you would just find your seat, don't start the music just yet. Just have it handy. I will let you know when to start it. Just take a moment to connect your sits bones into the mat. Maybe wiggle out a little. If you'd like to close your eyes, go ahead, close your eyes, or keep them open. It's up to you. And it is interesting how the download worked out today. Well, first of all, Robbie asked me, what's the level of distraction today? And I'm like, it feels pretty light to me, but I have said that before. And people disagreed, so you're gonna have to judge for yourself. I think it's pretty manageable, I would say. It's pretty manageable, but we'll see. I think more the challenge than the flow itself is going to be the state that we find ourselves in. And just kind of piggybacking on what Robbie just said, so when I got into the download today, it felt very fuzzy. It felt like my connection was kind of spotty, if you will, like when you have a spotty internet connection. It felt like that, and then I realized what was going on. And this kind of has been the theme throughout the week already, leading up to today, and I have been kind of not on the message until today, so that's interesting for me anyway also. And the message, in the simplest way that I can put it, is sit with what is. Sit with what is. Whatever those feelings of uncertainty, perhaps a little anxiety about what's coming and how we're not really necessarily feeling comfortable about some of those decisions. And then we're like, well, how do we handle it? How do we honor our own boundaries? How do we honor our own truth in the midst of this? How do we start from the beginning while we are just not really necessarily comfortable taking that step? And the answer, or not the answer, that's not the right word, the message that I've been receiving throughout the week, and especially from overnight up until this morning, was sit with that. Sit with those feelings of uncertainty. Allow that to float around you in the space. That's not an easy thing to do. Not at all. It's not easy for anyone. It may be tiny bit easier for you if you have been doing that throughout this whole process, or maybe even before. If you are, however, not used to do that at all, if you're trying to get away from your discomfort, get away from uncertainty, if you are the person who tries to latch on some type of a control, things that you are trying to use as a protection, this feelings that maybe you don't have, or maybe you're not acknowledging, may be really, really, really difficult. So, as a part of today's practice, I would invite you, as best as you can manage, to try to be with whatever it is. Not trying to fix it, not trying to push it away, not trying to control it, not trying to change it in any way, shape, or form. Simply, in its simplest form, allow it to exist. Whatever it is, just allow it to hang over you. It is absolutely okay for it to be there. As a matter of fact, it has to be there in a way. It would be really difficult for me to believe if you would tell me, I feel perfectly fine about everything. So, and if you do, maybe just watch that, and maybe you are, and that's great. I don't want to necessarily argue with anything that you may be feeling, but just watch that, okay? Surrender would be the word, perhaps, that I would use into your practice today, and then more so than anything else, be with what is. Just be with what is. And then I'd like you to start the playlist. 3, 2, 1, now. As the playlist start, the first song is called Walk With Me. I would like you to invite you to walk with me through today's practice. Let's walk together through the feelings of uncertainty, discomfort, maybe some insecurities, Let's walk together. Be with whatever is showing up or whatever is already there. Be with it. Find your breath. Hopefully you have the music playing. Tune into the music. Feel the rhythm. Sync your breath with that. Notice how your body is sitting. Soften through the shoulders. Notice the chest. Watch the breath in its simplicity coming in and out. Be with whatever is. Feel your body. Feel your breath. Allow your emotions to trickle up. Find your breath. In through your nose. Hold it at the top, sip a little more. Out of your mouth, release. One more, just like that. Big breath in. Hold it. Sip a little more. Out of your mouth, let it go. Seal your lips, find your breath again. Movement through the shoulders, roll them up and back. Chin into the chest. Head goes side to side. Keep the breath. Find the rhythm. Keep it going. Somewhat slow and steady again. Maybe letting the music lead the rhythm of your breath. Find your hands and knees. Just little movement. Make it simple. Make it what you need to be. Pay attention to sensation, hand fully connected to the mat, knees on the mat. Lengthen through the arms, round through the back. Hollow out the belly. Forward and backward, whatever else you find. Maybe there is a cat-cow in there for you. Tuck the toes, lift the hips slowly. Downward facing dog. Keep breathing. Pedal out the feet. Let the body move. Allow it to be, allow it to go. Allow it to feel. Right leg lifts up and back long. Hold the leg up. Lengthen through the arms. Inhale here. Right leg steps in between the legs. Left leg steps in between the hands. Half a lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Again, half a lift, inhale. Right leg steps back, right knee grounds. Arms rise over the head, inhale. Arms go down, frame the foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Keep moving slowly. Lengthen through the arms. One heel at a time. Both heels down. Inhale, left leg goes up, long. Stay here, length through the arms, length through the left side. Pull the left foot long. Inhale. Step your left foot all the way in. Step your right foot all the way in. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold, soften the knees. Again, inhale, halfway up, chest scoops up, straight legs. Exhale, left leg steps back, left knee grounds, take your time. Inhale, arms up over the head, heart through. Arms go down, frame the foot, exhale. Downward facing dog, step back, inhale. Exhale here. Right leg lifts up and back, slow. Step your right foot all the way in, listen. Left leg lifts, standing splits, inhale. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Utkatasana, chair pose, slowly rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, right leg steps back, right knee grounds. Inhale, arms go up over the head. Exhale, arms go down, frame the foot. Downward facing dog, inhale. Stay for the exhale. Left leg lifts, inhale, up and back. Step your left foot in, right leg lifts, standing splits, inhale. 10 toes on the mat, exhale. Inhale to chair pose. Exhale to forward fold. Halfway lift, crown of the head reaches forward. Fold, left leg steps back, left knee grounds. Inhale, arms up along the ears, heart through. Exhale, arms go down, frame the foot. Downward facing dog, inhale, feet meet at the back. Exhale here. Keep moving, right leg lifts, inhale your foot up. Step your right foot all the way in, left leg lifts, standing splits. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, listen. Arms go down, tippy toes, exhale. Inhale, back to chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, listen. Standing splits, left leg goes up, inhale. Step your left leg back, your left knee goes down, exhale. Inhale, arms go up over the head. Arms go down, frame the foot. Hips go back, half splits. Back to front, plant your hands. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. Out of your mouth, let it go. Left leg lifts, up and back, inhale. Step your left foot all the way in, right leg lifts, standing splits. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Utkatasana, chair pose, rise. Diver's pose, tippy toes, arms go back, lean your chest forward. Back to chair pose, inhale. Forward fold is your release, exhale. Right leg goes up, light vertical splits, inhale. Step your right foot back, your right knee goes down, exhale. Inhale, arms rise over your ears. Exhale, arms go down, frame the foot. Half splits, hips go back, Ardha Hanumasana. Back to front, plant your hands. Downward facing dog is where you meet. Inhale here. Out of your mouth, let it go. We keep adding. Right leg lifts, up and back, long. Step your right foot in, left leg lifts, standing splits. You can always skip the chair part and do a handstand. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Inhale, chair pose. Diver pose, coming up, your hands. Three-legged plank is your next move. Keep your right heel at a hover. Inhale here. Stay for the exhale. Side plank to your right, open up. Maybe you bend your top knee and lift it up towards the sky. Hold right there. Right arm finds the mat, right leg steps in between your hands again. Left leg lifts, standing splits. 10 toes on the mat or a handstand. Utkatasana or Bakasana. Diver pose is your exhale. Inhale back up to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg lifts, light vertical splits. Step your left foot back, your left knee goes down. Inhale, arms rise. Arms go down, frame the foot, keep the pace. Left hips go back, half splits. Back to front, plant your hands. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. Out of your mouth, let it go. Another inhale. Out of your mouth, let it go. Left leg lifts, up and back, long. Step your left foot all the way in, right leg lifts, standing splits or a handstand. 10 toes on the mat, just keep the breath going. Inhale, Utkatasana. Diver's pose, exhale, you know your options. Inhale, chair pose. Forward fold is your release. Right leg up, light vertical splits. Left knee bends, right leg steps back, right heel goes down. Inhale, warrior one. Interlace your hands at the low back. Lift up through the chest, fluffy through the heart. Humble warrior, keep the pressure through the outer edge of your right foot. Inhale, back up, arms rise. Arms go down, frame the foot, plant your hands. Three-legged plank, hold. Another inhale and an exhale. Side plank off to your left. Maybe your left knee bends up towards the sky. Whatever you're doing here is fine. Slowly, maybe you get a hold of the left knee and help your left foot all the way in between your hands. Shift forward, right leg lift, standing splits or a handstand. 10 toes on the mat. Utkatasana, chair pose. Diver's pose, tippy toes, arms go along. Inhale, back up. Forward fold is your release. Right leg up, light vertical splits. Exhale, step your right foot back, your right knee finds the mat. Inhale, arms up along the ears. Arms go down, frame the foot. Half split, Ardha Hanumasana. Back to front, plant your hands. Step your feet back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Out of your mouth, lengthen, watch. Another breath in. Allow everything to be out of your mouth. Let it go. Right leg lifts, up and back, long. Step your right foot all the way in. Left leg lifts, standing splits or a handstand. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Inhale, Utkatasana or Bakasana. Diver's pose, take it up to your tippy toes. Heels back down, arms up, chair pose. Forward fold is your release. Left leg lifts, light vertical splits. Step your left foot back, dial your left heel down. Inhale, warrior one, rise. Interlace your hands at the low back. Lift up through the chest. Exhale to humble. Inhale, back up, warrior one. Strong through your back foot, arms go down, frame the foot. Three-legged plank, inhale. Stay for the exhale, hold. Side plank off to your right. Again, maybe you get a hold of the knee or not. Ultimately, Your right leg is stepping in between your hands. Left leg lift, standing splits. Inhale here, or handstand. 10 toes onto the mat. Utkatasana, chair pose. And the divers, there's also options, bakasana or handstand. Inhale, chair pose. Forward fold is your release. Left leg up, light vertical splits, listen. Right knee bends, control, step back, long, warrior two, coming up. Settle in. Inhale, up and over to reverse. Extended side angle with your breath. Again, back to reverse with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle again. Back to warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Drop your arms down. Soften them a bit. Okay. Now press the left hip back. Keep your arms nice and soft. I want the arms to do nothing. Start slowly leaning towards Trikonasana. Your left hand is resting on your left hip. Your right arm is naturally gonna be pulled towards your foot, but it's touching nothing. Hold right there. Notice how far you can go without compromising the posture. Super strong through the leg, working the right side of your obliques. Your right hand's just hanging. It's just hanging. Left arm reaches up, add the arms, pull them apart. Breathe. I know this is hard. Inflate the space at the low back, pull the belly in. Keep your legs strong. Coming all the way up. 5-pointed star, stick opposite elbows over your head. Just pause here for a moment. Check in with the tail, pull the pelvic floor. Maybe lift up through the heart a little bit if that feels good. Inhale here. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, keeping the heels slightly in and the toes slightly out. Inhale here, halfway lift, keeping the back flat, the butt sticking out in the air, crown of the head is reaching forward. You're gonna gently bend into your right knee first. Just gently keeping both of your hands down on the ground. Off to the back, left knee gently bends. Your hands are not really moving. Your body is, again, back to the right. Yeah, and then back to the left. Now a little faster. Right. Left. Again, right. Left. One more time, right, pause. Slow it down. And then on the left, pause. Slow it down. We meet back in center. Fold your body down. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands to the front of your space. Right knee bends you in low lunge. Shift forward, left leg lifts. Inhale, standing splits or handstand. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Inhale, Utkatasana or Bakasana. Exhale, diver's pose, tippy toes, arms go along. Inhale, back up, chair. Exhale, fold. Left leg lift, back up, light vertical splits, inhale. Step your left foot all the way back, your left knee goes down. Peek up where we left off. Arms reach up over your ears. Arms go down, frame the foot. Half splits are the Hanumasana, bring it back. Back to front, crawl yourself, plant your hands. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. Out of your mouth, let it go. Another one. Out of your mouth, let it go. Left leg lifts up and back long. Step your left foot in, right leg lift, standing splits. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, diver or handstand or bakasana. You know that. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg lift, light vertical splits. Left knee bends, step it back. Warrior one is your inhale. Interlace your hands at the low back. Inhale, pressure outer edge of your right foot. Exhale to humble warrior directly forward. Inhale, back up, arms rouse. Arms go down, frame the foot, exhale. Inhale to three-legged plank. Stay for the exhale. Another inhale, fire up your legs. And an exhale. Inhale, open up sideways. Find your breath. Yes. Grab a hold of your left knee. Take your foot all the way to the front. Right leg lifts, crawl up, standing split or handstand. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Crow or chair, Utkatasana. Diver's pose, you have option, just keep your breath. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg goes up, light vertical splits. Exhale, left knee bends, step it back, long. Inhale to warrior two, open up. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, up and over, dance your warrior. Exhale to extend it, slow and steady depth, relax. Again, inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend it. Back to warrior two on your inhale. Straighten your left leg and then drop your arms. Inhale here. Slowly start leaning forward. Let your right hand rest on your right hip. Left arm just dangle down. Let it dangle. Yep, come on, lengthen through the crown of your head. Stay right there. Fire up your left side. Obliques, thighs, scissoring towards each other. One more breath. Right arm comes up, add the arms, pull the arms apart. Engage through the chest. Yes. Love it. Keep the legs straight, fire up the belly, come all the way up. Grab opposite elbows, heels in, toes up. Inhale here. Slowly fold forward. Notice how weird that is with the heels in and toes out. Inhale to half lift. Keep your hands underneath your face. We're going to left knee bend gently first. And then slowly back to the right and right knee. One more time. Back up and to the left. And then off to your right. Now a little faster. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Stay. Slow it down again. And then right. Stay. Notice you're keeping upper back flat, back to center. Crown of the head was reaching out. Your body's kind of sticking out. Your belly is engaged. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Crawl your hands back to the front of your space. Left knee bends. Shift forward, right leg lifts. Standing splits or a handstand. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Utkatasana or Bakasana. Diver's pose, steepy toes, arms go along, chest lifts. Heels go down, arms up, chair pose. Forward fold is your release. Right leg inhales up, light vertical splits. Left knee bends, step it back, right knee finds the mat. Inhale your arms up along your ears. Arms go down, frame the foot. Half splits, hips go back. Back to front, crawl your chest, plant your hands. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. Out of your mouth, let it go. Another breath in. Out of your mouth, let it go. Right leg lift, up and back. Step your right foot all the way in, left leg lift, standing splits, inhale. 10 toes on the mat. You know your options, Utkatasana, chair pose. Diver's pose, bring it in. Inhale, back to chair. Forward fold is your release. Left leg lift, slide vertical splits. Step it back, dial down your left heel. Warrior one is your inhale. Interlace your hands at the low back. Lift up through the chest. Exhale forward to hump. Crawl yourself back up slowly. Sync your breathing with the music, arms rise. Arms go down, frame the foot, plant your hands. Inhale, right leg goes back, three-legged plank. Stay for exhale. Another inhale. Open up sideways, side plank. Inhale and an exhale. Maybe you help your right knee, drag it all the way between your hands, stabilize. Left leg lift, crawl forward, standing splits. Or handstand, 10 toes on the mat, exhale. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Diver's pose. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Left leg lift, slide vertical splits, inhale. Exhale, steps your left foot all the way back. Inhale, warrior two. Stay for exhale. Dancing warrior up and over, inhale. Exhale to extend it. Stay strong through your legs, up and over again. And extend it. Back to warrior two. Straighten your legs. Drop your arms. Find some wiggle. Sass your left hip back. Gently left hand lands on your hip. Right arm starts dangling down. Hold the belly in. Flatten the chest. And just let the arm dangle. Adding the left arm, adding energy through the arms. Pull them apart. Breath. Straight legs, core tight, coming all the way up. Grab opposite elbows, heels in. Maybe lift up through the chest. And then find your way to forward fold. Inhale, crawl your chest up. Angle the feet just right. The toes need to be out. So when you bend into your right knee goes directly over your toes. Back to the back of your mat, left knee bends. Keep the lift through the chest, keep the upper body flat. One more time, back to the back of your mat. Now a little faster, front, back, back. One more time, front, slow it down again, stay. Maybe sit a little deeper. And then all the way back. Maybe sit a little deeper, give yourself some space. Back to the center. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Crawl your hands back to the front of your space. You're in low lunge. Shift forward, left leg lift, standing splits or a handstand. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, diver's pose. Let everything be as is. Back to Utkatasana. Forward fold is your release. Left leg lifts, light vertical splits. Listen. Left knee comes into the chest. You come all the way to standing. Your arms reach up over your head. Beautiful. Warrior three, airplane arms. Extend your left leg long. Push through the heels. Take your arms alongside your body. Bring your left knee into the chest. Come all the way up again. Arms rise again. One more time. Back to warrior three. Pause right here. Beautiful. Another inhale. Arms go down. Standing splits. Inhale here. Exhale, step your left leg back. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Go long. Bend your right knee. Flex your foot. Slowly inhale your shoulders over the wrists, round forward. And then flip your dog. Beautiful. Open up. Listen closely. Right arm You're not staying though, I'm sorry. Inhale, back up. Now open to a seated position towards your left. Left hand on the shin, right arm up and over, lean into a side bend. Right hand goes behind your seat. Left arm lifts your butt, supported flip dog. One more time this cycle, hips go down. Left hand finds the shin, ankle, toes, up and over, lengthen through the right side. And then one more time back in towards your seat lift. Beautiful, last one back on the seat, listen. Finding your left leg again, kind of lean over. And then slowly through the center, you're gonna kind of crawl yourself forward. You're gonna plant your hands, tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, forehead to knee, bill again, bring it in, hold. Scoot your right leg all the way back. Step your right foot all the way in, left leg lift, standing splits. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Handstand Bakasana or Utkatasana, chair pose. Diver's pose, steepy toes, lean in. Chair pose, inhale. Forward fold is your exhale. Light vertical splits, left leg goes up, inhale. Step it all the way back, left knee down, exhale. Inhale, arms reach up along the ears, heart comes through. Exhale, arms go down, frame the foot. Half splits, Ardha Hanumasana, bring it back. Back to front, plant your hands. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. Out of your mouth, let it go. Another breath in. Out of your mouth, let it go. Left leg lifts long. Step it all the way in. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Inhale, chair Bakasana or handstand. Exhale, diver's pose if you're with us. Utkatasana. Forward fold is your release. Light vertical splits, right leg goes up, left leg is standing. Left knee bends, step it back, dial your right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Interlace your hands at the low back. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale to humble pressure outer edge of your right foot. Inhale, back up, warrior one. Strong through the arms, go down, exhale, frame the foot. Three-legged plank on an inhale. Stay for the exhale. Another inhale. Another exhale. Inhale opens you sideways to your left. Stay for exhale. Inhale, maybe get a hold of the knee. Help it all the way in between your hands, exhale. Inhale, 2 standing splits. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Chair Bakasana or handstand, inhale. Diver's pose, steepy toes. You know exactly how much time you have. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg goes up, light vertical splits. Exhale, right foot takes a big step back, right heel goes down. Inhale, warrior 2. Stay for exhale. Up and over, reverse, lift, stay deep in the legs. Extended side angle with your exhale. Keep dancing, inhale brings you back again. Exhale brings you to extend. Beautiful, you guys. Back to warrior 2, keep the legs. And then straighten your left leg, drop your arms. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly start leaning over your left side. Let the left arm dangle, let the gravity pull it into just the right place. Pull the belly in, inflate the space at the low back. Stacking, flattening as best as you can. Another inhale, lag strong. Exhale. Add the arms, pull it apart, lift. Add a little bit of a lift through the upper body. forward fold, wide legged. Halfway lift, prop up on your fingertips. Heels in, toes out, make sure you're aligned. Bend into the left knee first, front of your space. And then slowly back into the right knee. Keeping the hands, keeping the chest lifted one more time. Slowly to the left, to the front. And then back, to the right. Now let's pick up speed, front, back. It doesn't have to be big, just a little bit. Yeah, back to front, stay, maybe go a little deeper. And then back to back, stay, maybe go a little bit deeper. Finding a way to center again, inhale. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Halfway up again, crawl your chest. Walk your hands to the front of your space, left knee bends. Inhale, standing splits, right leg up. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Inhale, chair pose, Bakasana, handstand. Exhale, diver's pose. Inhale, heels down, arms up, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Light vertical splits, right leg inhales up. Right knee comes into the chest, arms up, all along the ears, all the way to standing. Inhale. Exhale, warrior three, arms alongside the body with the right foot extending back. Right knee back into the chest, arms rise again. Beautiful, one more, warrior three, find it. Extend it long. Arms go down, standing splits. Inhale here, left knee bends, step it back. Left leg goes long, three-legged dog. Inhale. Bend your left knee, flex your foot. Slowly, shoulders move over your wrist. And then flip your dog. Open the chest, let it go. Allow everything to be surrender. Left arm finds the mat, left knee, left tricep, make a connection, stay. Hold it right there. Slide the left shin down alongside your mat. Lift up through the heart, sits bones down. Coming all the way down, slowly release the head and neck. Beautiful. Inhale, chin into the chest, come back up. And open off to your right. Keep your left knee in, your right leg is extended. Right hand grabs the shin, ankle, toes, left arm lifts up and over. Find something. And then your left hand goes behind you, hips lift, right arm up over your head. Beautiful. Again, sit down. Right hand, right foot, side stretch. Take it with your breath. One more time, left hand behind you. Right arm lifts your hips up. Open, give it some space. Back down. Find your way back to your right foot. And then stay low slowly. You're going to go through the center. Keep your left arm extended as if you're swimming. Coming all the way to the front of your space. Yes, plant your hands. Tuck your back toe. Left knee to your forehead. Pull it in, hold it. Right there. Yes, three-legged dog. Extend. Step your left foot all the way in, right leg lift, standing splits, inhale. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Utkatasana, chair pose, handstand or Bakasana. Diver's pose, bring it forward, lift your heels. Exhale, heels down, inhale up. Forward fold is your release. Right leg up, light vertical splits, inhale. Left knee bends, step it back, right knee goes down. Inhale, arms up along the ears. Exhale, arms go down, frame the foot. Half splits, bring it back. Beautiful, back to front, plant your hands. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. Out of your mouth, let it go. One more, inhale. Out of your mouth, let it go. All right. Now you can find your way down to your knees. You can play with whatever it is that stopping or. Wow, that was good. 11:50. I was wondering what time it was. Like halfway, I was like, I wonder what time it is. I have no idea. We're just flowing away. A little ladder flow of water would be great. Oh my goodness. That felt pretty good to me. How about you guys? Yeah?
Yum.
Yum. Oh yeah, I take that. Oh. This playlist, it's really good. Now we have telepop music. It's great. This is actually a great song to flow.
It's a very flowy flow.
Great flow. Notice none of us took a handstand or a crow, not a one single time. Neither have I, which is actually interesting because I would always. But it's just, I don't know, that this is what came. You guys, this was the download. Press the button. But the sun is kind of perfect too. It's not too hot. I don't know what is happening. Usually it's already hot, but not today. It feels, I mean, it's hot, but it's better. We don't have a direct sunshine, which feels really yummy. All right. I'm debating. That's what's happening right now. I'm debating. I think we have just like a tiny bit. We can't do the whole thing, obviously, because we don't have enough time for that. But I feel like we have a tiny little bit left. But I also, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna restart the Instagram feed right now. All right. So you guys find your way to Downward Facing Dog. Facebook, find your way to Downward Facing Dog. Instagram, let's restart the feed right now so you don't lose us. So come right back. I am gonna end it and then start a new one so we can finish a little bit of a flow and then I'll bring you down. So not this, but this. All right, do come back. Do not leave me. Okay, great. And then start a new one. Okay, and live we go. Perfect. All right. So as you find your way back to Downward Facing Dog, just pause for a moment. We'll let our Instagram friends catch up. And now notice what that did for you so far. Notice. Notice if you allowing space for whatever is made it a little softer experience. Notice if perhaps you feel a little settled, a little more settled, a little more fluid, a little less uncomfortable. Just notice. And while it is harder and harder, I think, for all of us to keep coming to our mats, just because of where we are, 7 weeks into not working or working from home or however that is showing up for you. Notice that when you actually do make the effort and you do come to your mat, notice what that does for you. And again, while it is harder for me to continue teaching this way and keep motivating, luckily I have my tribe here to keep me accountable and kind of support it. It is a lot harder if you don't have those people, but hopefully you have me to keep you somewhat accountable. So please know that I connect very much with that feeling of it's getting harder and harder to keep this up. So I applaud you for coming into your mat again and again and again and doing your work. Feel the connection of the hands, the feet, weight and relax, heels. Big inhale here. Out of your mouth, let it go. Tiny bit of a flow just to leave us on a very fluid note. Inhale, right leg up long. Exhale, step your right foot in, left leg lift, standing splits. Inhale here. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Utkatasana, chair pose, wraps. Diver's pose, steepy toes, arms go along. Heels down, inhale, back to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg goes up, light vertical splits, inhale. Right knee bends, step it back, left knee goes down, exhale. Inhale, arms climb up along the ears. Exhale, arms go down, frame the foot. Half splits, hips go back, flex the front foot, chest stays lifted. Back to front with your breath, plant your hands. Downward facing dog, step it back. Left leg lifts long, up and back. Stay with your breath, exhale, step it in. Inhale, right leg up, standing splits. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Inhale to chair pose, sink your hips back. Diver's pose, chest goes down, arms alongside. Heels down, arms up, inhale again. Exhale to forward fold. Right leg goes up, inhale, light vertical splits. Left knee bend, control, step back, right knee finds the mat. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, arms go down, frame the foot. Hips go back, halfway splits. Back to front with your breath, plant your hands. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, up and back long. Right knee, right tricep, tap, scoot forward. Three-legged dog again, bend your knee, flex your foot. Shift your shoulders forward over the wrists. And flip or any version of supported side plank over. Right arm finds the mat, right knee, right tricep, tap. Take your shin across the mat. Sits bones go down, inhale, lift up through the chest, fluffy through the heart. Exhale, slowly find your way down to your forearms. And then maybe to extended arms all the way down to pigeon. Yay. Just notice where you are, where you find yourself. Again, the message that is connected to this practice is sit with whatever is showing up. Especially if it's discomfort and uncertainty, perhaps certain level of insecurity, maybe hesitancy, maybe a little caution. Just let it be there. Just let it float in your space. Be with it. Week number 7. It's crazy. Stay with your body, stay with your breath, stay with whatever is. There's nothing you need to do with it. There's nothing you need to do. You You're not trying to push it away, you're not trying to embrace it, you're not trying to control it, you are simply letting it float in your space. Surrender. Sometimes you have to pause to recalibrate a little bit so you can move forward again with a little more clarity, a little more purpose, perhaps. But when you don't know where you are, or you don't know how you feel, or you're just kind of like that, it's hard to move because you don't really know which way, which direction. Do you start with your right foot, or do you start with your left foot, or do you go sideways, or just take a step forward directly? Like, what do you do? So just take this moment as an opportunity to pause. Just let it all be there. Sit with it. Sit with it. Be with it. You guys, not a single chaturanga. Just saying. Just saying. It's important. Just a noticing. It's just a simple recognition. It's interesting. Whenever you're ready, slowly crawl yourselves back up. Plant your hands, tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. Maybe the right knee goes to forehead again, pull it in, and then step it back, downward facing dog, roll out the hip, walk out the dog, anything that needs to happen here. Little pedal through the feet. Eventually finding a stillness, left leg lifts, inhale up and back. Left knee, left tricep, tab, make a connection. Three-legged dog, left leg goes long, bend your knee, flex your foot. Shoulders slowly move over the wrist, round through the back as you're coming forward. And then supported side plank or a flip dog. Wherever you need to take it here, give it in. Maybe even into a full wheel if you have that, you can totally go there. And then the left leg, the hand slowly finds the mat, left knee makes a connection to the left tricep. And then slowly the left shin comes down across the mat, finding both sits bones. You find pigeon on the other side. Lift up through the chest. Find a neutral space right in the middle of your hips. Finding your way onto your forearms or all the way down. Settling in to your pigeon. Stay with the breath. Stay with whatever is. Simply witnessing, noticing what that practice did for you. As usual, I'm a true believer that you receive exactly what you need, regardless of what I offer. But hopefully, it would be my hope anyway that you have received a little bit of I don't know, like settling feeling, like almost like it's gonna be okay, like everything's gonna be fine. It's okay that we're feeling the way that we're feeling. It makes sense that we're feeling the way that we're feeling, and sometimes we're fighting with ourselves so much. It's like, well, shouldn't we be excited now that everything's opening? You know, it's a little more complicated than that. The dynamics are a little bit more complicated. I think there's also the part where some of us may feel like we're starting completely from the beginning. I had a conversation with one of my clients earlier this week. She was telling me, I feel like I'm starting completely from the beginning, like again. And I'm like, but you're not. You're not starting from the beginning. You're starting from experience. It's not the same place. You may feel like you have to reestablish yourself all over again. And again, there are feelings of insecurity and perhaps potential failure associated with that, but you're not starting from the beginning. You're not. You never are. You're always starting from experience. It's a very different place to start from. Notice how that pigeon's treating you. Tune into the left hip. Notice the outer left hip flexor. Check in with the thighs. The back right thigh is rolling in. The left front thigh is rolling out. Finish your inhale and an exhale. And then slowly start your way back up. Plant your hands, tuck your back toe. The front left knee finds the forehead, round, lift the hips. And then step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Maybe a little pedal, maybe you roll out the hip, whatever you need to do here to release. And then slowly you find your way down to your knees, cross your ankles, sit your butt back behind the legs. You guys turn around, so your heads are, gonna lay down into a shape. Beautiful. Soles of the feet onto the mat, knees bent, grab underneath the kneecaps, lift up through the chest, and then slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Knees in with you. A little bit of a squeeze, maybe a little bit of a side to side. If there's anything else that you need to do before we settle into Shavasana, please go right ahead. Happy baby, shoulder stand, maybe a quick spinal twist, anything that needs to happen. Or maybe you feel perfect, in which case, if and when, rather you're ready, knees find their way into the chest, forehead to knees, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Lay the head and neck down, and then extend the feet opposite corners of your mat. We'll give you a little bit of a space just in case you're wrapping something up. Whenever you find your way back all the way onto the ground, soften through the hips, wiggle out the hips, let the feet splay out, soften the feet, let them open. Soften the shoulder blades. Make sure there's not too much air in between them. You want to connect them nicely to the mat while your collarbones stay open. Soften the face. Maybe wiggle out the jaw. Soften inside of your mouth. Soften the forehead, eyebrows. Draw a slow, long inhale into your body, head to toe. In your minds, imagine you filling your full body with breath completely. Every single piece of your body is inflated with your breath. And then slowly open your mouth, let the breath trickle out. Let the heaviness spread through your limbs. Let the body sink into the mat. Allowing your body to digest the practice. Integrate the space that you have created. Connect with the breath that you have brought in. Surrender. Notice how, even though you're seemingly still, there's still a movement. Your heart is beating. Your lungs are expanding and contracting as you breathe. The blood is going through your veins. There's plenty of movement. Gravity is pulling you down towards the earth continuously. Maybe your mind's running a little bit slower, hopefully, than before. But even in seemingly full stillness, there's a movement. Body growing heavier and heavier with every light exhale. Perhaps there is more peace spreading, a little more acceptance, allowing things to be exactly as they are in this moment. Because if we know one thing for sure, that is that change is the only constant that we have. So even this strange, uncomfortable, unsure times are not going to last. Everything's going to move and evolve, shift, and change. So allow yourself to just be still for a moment. Be with what is. Sit or lay with what is. You can stay exactly as you are. We're gonna wrap this practice up with a really, really short meditation that you can take in Shavasana. Otherwise, if you prefer taking it in seated, slowly engage with the breath again. Bringing some movements to the fingers, to the toes. Stretch the fingers apart, stretch the toes apart. Arms reach up over the head, long. Find some length through the body. Let the curve return into the low back. Stick the ribs out. Maybe one leg, one arm longer than the other. Other leg, other arm longer than the first. Drawing the knees into the chest. A little bit of a squeeze. You can roll up and down the spine or rolling onto your side first if that's more appropriate for you. Slowly find your way back to seated. Just the same way we started. You come full circle. Letting the sits bones connect to the mat. Maybe roll the shoulders a little bit, soften through the shoulders. Chin tucked in slightly, crown of the head reaching up. Again, just know, as I always say, that it takes time for the body to get used to sitting in a certain shape for extended period of time. You're not going to be here very long, but just kind of so you know. And then at first, shifting the awareness back to the breath, noticing how the breath comes in and out. Again, especially after practice, noticing the quality of your breath, the slowness, the rhythm, the texture. Perhaps there's a little bit of a temperature to it as well. Tuning into your body, momentarily feeling the heaviness that should remain after Shavasana. After moving in a very steady pace for a good amount of time. Noticing if you're holding any tension anywhere, through your hips or through your inner thighs. Maybe if your shoulders are a little lifted. Consciously soften. Release any engagement that you may be holding onto without knowing. Maybe you tune into some sounds. If you're outside or maybe the music is still playing, it's almost done. Maybe you hear other people talking or kids playing or animals, birds. And perhaps slowly shifting the awareness to your thoughts. Allowing them to go wherever they like. And just simply sitting for a moment with whatever is. Simply witnessing, if that can be simple. What is showing up, where your thoughts are taking you, who are they taking you to, or what tasks, or what feelings, what emotions, what topics. Trying to maintain the separation between the part of you that's doing the thinking and the part of you that's watching the thinking. The witness part of you that's able to stay back a little bit or sit back a little bit and then watch the stream of your thoughts. Creating space allowing anything to be valid, allow anything to be there, no matter what it is. Without judgment, without aggravation or frustration, you're simply watching as if a documentary. And if something unpleasant shows up and you feel your body stiffening or tightening, tune into that as well. Let that be there. Allow that the sensation to show up and come up. If you can simply witness it, if you can acknowledge that it happened, you can, in your mind's eye, you can be like, yep, right there. That's what it is. That's what it means to be with something, to sit with something, watch something, allow something to be. That's exactly what that looks like in practice. Not only does it show up in your mind, it shows up in your body, it shows up in your emotions. Whenever you lose the connection, whenever you get hijacked by the compulsive thinking, whenever no longer you feel the separation between you, the watcher, and you, the thinker, whenever the thinking mind takes you away into a past or a future, and you're no longer able to see the separation, gently pause, notice that that's what happened, and redirect your awareness back into the seat of witness that allows you to watch what's happening. Simply perhaps by returning to the breath, you can start the process all over. Starting with the breath, moving on to the sound, checking in with the body, and then whenever you're ready, allowing the thoughts to go as you follow. For today's practice that I was trying to convey was just be with whatever is right now, today, right this moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, not in 2 weeks, right now. One day at a time, one day at a time. It's the only thing that you can, in fact, manage. One moment at a time. Not always easy mindset to be in, but the more you practice, the easier it gets. Less anxiety, for sure. Definitely helpful from that perspective. Slowly, gently notice where you are. If you want to stay, if you feel comfortable where you are, you want to continue watching, feel free to do so. If you're ready to wrap this up, gently bring the awareness back to the breath. Maybe just fluttering the eyes gently open, maybe dropping the head side to side. Bringing the hands to heart center is always an option. Mindfulness into the breath space, into the heart space, and the sacred that unites us all. From my heart to yours, from my mat to yours, from my porch to wherever you are. Thank you guys so much for coming to your mat again and again and again, especially in these times. It's so hard to maintain practice. I'm so proud of you and us. I'm proud of all of us. Thank you again. Namaste. Namaste. How was that, you guys? All right, you guys, thank you again. I don't know, hopefully we'll see each other next week again. I don't know what's happening. Stay tuned, obviously. If you have any questions, suggestions, feedback, requests, let me know. Listen to the playlist again. It's good. We'll be using it all week as we always. Have a great rest of the Saturday. Drink plenty of water. And then just try to sit with whatever is, if you can manage to maintain that attitude for the rest of your day. That'll be great. Let me know how that worked for you. Let me know what you received. I'm sure there's plenty. Bye, guys. Goodbye, world. Bye, humans.